If you're struggling to rank or profitably promote an Amazon product with PPC, it may well be because you're targeting the wrong keywords. And the first question I would ask you is, how many keywords are you targeting? Please do drop a comment below. I'd love to see the trend. And my second question would be, how would you search for this product? Now that is a flag football set, and it's used like this. You might search flag football or flag football flags, flag football belts. But in general, there's usually about 20 keywords customers use in order to find any given product. And if we look at the data for the same product, it tells the same story, at least based on search volume. So broadly speaking, people generally search for things in set ways. And so your goal is to identify that set of keywords for your product, but then narrow down within that set and see which of those convert best for your product type, which are the most relevant to your product type. That final set of keywords is called your semantic core. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use Sellerise's Keyword Hunter Pro in order to build your own semantic core, and in half the time compared to the prior non-pro version. Step number 1 is to click the like button. That helps me help you find your best keywords. But for real, step number 1 is to search a keyword. Once you log into Sellerise, under the keywords menu, find Keyword Hunter Pro, and you're going to click on that. This allows you to search a keyword. Now you can actually now enter up to 10. Previously, you could only enter 1. Now you might already have an inkling as to your product's primary keyword. This is usually the main way people search for your product. It could be the highest search volume keyword. However, what we can also do is use Amazon's autocomplete as well as competitor titles to get an idea of what to use here. So in this example, using autocomplete, if we start our search on Amazon like a customer with a football F, then we can see football flags for kids, football flags and belts. Or if we try the reverse, flag F, and we see flag football belts, flag football flags, etc. And that's autocomplete because Amazon's saying, okay, what are the most popular terms after people type that? Let's give them that as suggestions. So that is a good way. The other way is just to look over competitor titles here. And within these, we see flag football set, flag football belt, and a variety of others. But really what we're trying to do is find those in autocomplete and competitor titles, and you should definitely be able to find your top sort of 5 that you want to begin your Sellerise Hunter Pro search with. Now, because we can enter up to 10 here, you're not going to have to choose between, which is best, the first or the second. And based on the research I just did, I'm actually going to enter these 5. I recommend always using the most common term first, and then we simply click search. Then it loads a myriad of data points. First off, you can see semantic core. Now this is something you're going to work down to your very, very best keywords. Currently 933 in there. Top related products. This tells you the number of products that have featured in the top 3 organic positions for all the keywords we've gathered here. Average market availability, an important one. What this tells you is on average between all these keywords, how many of the sales occur below the top 3 positions. Remember, you're very often going to be trying to climb to those top 3, so it's very important for you to know how many sales happen below those top 3, and the more that happen there, the higher the average market availability, the better. The easier it is for you to make sales and rank toward the top of those keywords. Top brands once again shows you those brands that featured in the top 3 organic positions for our keywords here. If it has a check mark, a tick, that means it's currently featuring in the top 3 positions on some of these keywords, or at least in the past 30 days. Top categories works exactly the same except for categories. So of those top 3 organic products, what categories are they listed in? Then you can see this graph. Now this is showing the performance of flag football belt because we had multiple keywords. You can select between different ones here, and if you hover over any graph, you can see much more data. So you can get really granular with this. So you can also change your filters depending on what you want to see. Below here you can see the semantic core, and this is where it becomes a bit more important. Now this semantic core includes all possible keywords, and it's our job to narrow these down, and we're going to do that via these filter settings right here. But before that, I want to touch on some of the columns here. You've of course got your keyword, search rank. This works just like brand analytics. So first place is the most searched keyword on Amazon. Of course, 178,000th is the 178,000th most searched keyword on Amazon. The lower, the more it is searched. And for any given keyword here, you can see the trend of this month versus last month. On a variety of metrics, there is a new toggle, which is this little arrow. Now, if you click this, it gives you even more data on that metric. Then we get clicks. Now, clicks shows organic clicks, and I just want to touch on that. Anything you see here is organic sales, organic clicks. This does not look at PPC or sponsored clicks or sales at all. So here you see the number of organic clicks for this keyword in the past 30 days. Then sales, of course, organic sales in the past 30 days. Conversion. Now this is a very important column. Of course, how many of those clicks turn into sales per keyword? Then a relevance score. What this does is it assesses all the keywords here, for example this one, in accordance with your starting terms. So we actually had football flags as one of our starting terms to create this whole report. Therefore it's 100%. The closer, the higher that percentage, because generally the more relevant that keyword's going to be to your product. Top competing products. Now this one tells you the number of products appearing in the top 3 positions, 1, 2, and 3 on these keywords. So you can see 16 products rotated in and out of the top 3 positions on football flags. Market availability we have already touched on. However, now you can see it per keywords. And lastly here, brands and categories, which we've covered already, but now you can see per keyword. Another feature I love here is you can now search for any keyword in your semantic core. So if you know one's really important, you want to ensure it's in there, you can simply search it here. Additionally, let's say you're not seeing the data you're really looking for and one of these looks more fruitful. You can simply click the Sellerise logo on that keyword. When we do that, it's going to open Keyword Hunter Pro in a new tab and run a search just for that. But this is where the pro version really comes to life. We can click filter settings right over here. And what this is going to allow us to do is instead of going up here and clicking download report and filtering manually for conversion rate or average market availability, we can do all of that right here in Sellerise. So this cuts the time probably in half. Now, I'm not going to cover every single one of these, but you can see you've got a ton of flexibility depending on your product type and what your goals are. However, what we would usually do is filter by market availability and conversion rate. So if we start with market availability and a minimum of 30%, so that is we've got to see at least 30% of the sales happening with the other sellers other than the top 3 listings. So currently we have 933 keywords in here. If we click apply filters, that brings us down to 498 keywords. Now the second one we would use is conversion. Now I'm going to put in 15% here, depending on your product type, between 10 and 15. This is going to ensure we're only seeing the highest converting keywords. Those customers type and then they buy. That's worth targeting for us. So if we apply filters, that brings us all the way down to 165 keywords. Next, what I recommend is come to your table here and you're going to order by relevance, high to low. Now what you can do is simply move down and see where do keywords become really irrelevant. Like here, football pylons, that's not what we're selling. Yellow flags for football, that could still be relevant. And then we got football challenge, red challenge, NFL penalty flag, challenge flag. So below here, we completely lose relevance to the product. And so I'm going to remove anything that's 5% or less in terms of relevance here. And you want to do the same logically for your product. Now, if it's more dispersed and you're seeing some lower down that are still relevant, rather keep than remove. So our minimum is going to be 5 here and apply filters. And that leaves us with 35 keywords. Now that we've really narrowed down here, you're going to come to the top and click download report. So that's downloaded and this is what it looks like on Excel. Moving across here, you can see semantic core in the second workbook here, and that is our 35 keywords that we've narrowed down to. It also gives you the applied filters that you've used, which I think is really valuable. Let's say you're doing multiple of these, which you'll probably do. You're going to know for each the settings you've actually used. So now I've simply dropped this into Google Sheets, and what I would do now is on those remaining keywords, which ones are not that relevant, go and have a look manually. So not relying on Sellerise's relevance score, which is very good, but now also look here, penalty flag, That's not for our product, referee flags, etc. So all of these yellow ones we're also going to remove. Now I wanted to leave a couple more here just to give you this example, but football challenge flag. Now I'm unsure if that's relevant or not, and if you're ever in that situation, here's what you can do. So we're going to take that exact term and we're going to drop it into Amazon. We simply enter that term and search, and now you want to evaluate these results. Skip sponsored, organic. And we can see this is not our product. All the highest organic ranking products are not our type of product. This is obviously for a totally different challenge or something. And the reason we know this keyword is now not relevant for us is because remember, Amazon's going to push to the top what converts most when customers type that in. We can see it's not our product that converts most, it's these. So we're going to remove the yellow ones and this orange one. And that, considering these top columns here, leaves us with just 19 keywords in our semantic core. And just to evaluate these further with you, I duplicated this sheet and calculated a whole bunch of totals and averages. We can see for these 19 terms, the total clicks over the past 30 days, about 20,000 and so on. Here you can see it for the top positions, and then other clicks, which is an important metric. You do want to see this quite high so that you can get clicks and hopefully sales as you try and rank there. Then total sales here over the past 30 days, 3,300. So still a significant amount. And the reason I like to do the totals averages, just to make sure we haven't gone too narrow, that there's not enough clicks and sales. And then a telling one, the sales of your first, second, and third organic positions on these keywords. Now these totals will give you a very good idea of the sales you can expect if you rank your product well across these 19. Importantly here we have other sales. Now that is a very big percentage of all the sales on these keywords. That's a very good sign. It indicates ease of ranking when you're below the top 3 positions. Conversion. Now the average conversion rate of these 19 is 23.5%. So that means out of 100 customers who type these 19, 23.5, almost 24 of them purchase a product after typing these. That is a number worth focusing on, because the higher that is, the more worthwhile it is for you, or the more likely you're going to convert well once ranking. Market availability, 75.5%. So that means after customers type these 19 in, 3/4 of the sales happen with the sellers below the top 3 positions. Also indicates ease of ranking here. Also worth noting is, remember, per our filters in the very beginning, every single one of these keywords has a conversion rate above 15%. Lastly, down here you can see keywords related products. Now this is showing you the products, the ASINs, as you see here, most related to that keyword set. And back on Sellerise here, you can switch over from your semantic core to top related products. Now this is where you can begin reverse ASIN keyword searches just to ensure you've completely covered your bases. But that is for another video. For now, you've built an extremely relevant list of high converting keywords based on how customers search for your product using Keyword Hunter Pro. And a quick side note is that the Pro version simply replaces the old version. So if you're on an advanced plan here, that's going to be available to you at no extra cost. And if you're new to Sellerise and all of this, and you do want to give this approach a go, you can get a 7-day free trial to test it out using the link below. And if you choose to keep the account and go paid, then if you use the link below or code DAN10, you will save 10% for a full year. If you did find this one helpful, a like is always appreciated, and I hope to catch you in the next video.